Welcome to the other side. I'm Will, and I want to discuss Game of Thrones, Dance of Dragons, Episode 9 of Season 5. Last week I was blown away watching the Walking Dead basically show up to take on the wildlings, and this week to me didn't disappoint because we get to see one of the dragons. Obviously an episode like named Dance of the Dragons, you're going to see a dragon. Start off with Jon Snow making his way back to Castle Black. I was hoping for a little more discussion between him and the rest of the crows. Instead, it's basically a stare down between the wildlings and the crows. They're going to have to learn to work together. They're going to have to trust one another. Matter of fact, they're going to have to get another army to help them out because White Walkers, as I said before, the White Walkers are just too much. They'll climb the wall of Castle Black and just keep on moving. They'll never look back. So they need to learn to work together. Arya was busy on her first mission. The Faceless Man sent her on last week, and she gets sidetracked. She sees someone from her past, Meryn, who killed her teacher in the first season, her sword teacher, and it looks like he's going to end up being her first mission. So she was stalking him, and we'll see what happens with that. One of the saddest parts of this episode was watching Stannis let Melisandre make another offering to the Lord of Light. I just don't think it's going to be worth it. Stannis, what are you doing? You get the throne. Even if you get it, you're not going to be happy. You're going to look back and go, that was stupid. So we'll see where that goes. It looks like they're going to start next episode with the war between, Stannis going up against Winterfell, and we'll see what happens. Season concluded with Daenerys as she was watching the gladiators battle it out, and Jorah was one of the participants, and you could tell she didn't want to see him die. She was pretty uptight as the battle was going on, and out of nowhere come the Sons of the Harpy and just start slaughtering everybody in the stinking arena. So she has to flee and go down to the arena floor, and they're surrounded, her and Tyrion and the rest of her group, and Drogon shows up and starts spitting fire on everybody. It was freaking cool. The Sons of the Harpy aren't real. They were a little intimidated by Drogon, but start throwing spears, and it's not looking good for Drogon. He's completely outnumbered, and Daenerys is like, this is enough of this. We're going to get out of here. And we get to watch her ride off in the sunset. It was really freaking cool. And you kind of wonder what's going to happen to Tyrion and the rest of them. Also, Jaime got the information that him and Myrcella, they're going back home. So it's going to be interesting to see if they make it back before Cersei has to confess, or I don't know what's going to happen to her. Don't confess. Be strong. Anyways, that's the other side. Quick review on Game of Thrones. We got one more episode. Makes me sad. I wish their seasons were longer. You have a great day.